His Excellency Mazi Namdekano. My name is Mazi Chukwemeka Alozie. Today is February the 7th, 2023. And we say, how are you all doing? Today, the media team, media warriors will be with us, and they'll be examining certain issues we've been dealing with. Some occurrences, they go in details to see what's going on, what is happening, and how those things affect us. They try to explore, microscopically look into the issues, like what the media has done. They don't look into those issues. They simply come and I broadcast, say all the things they want to say, and they go back. But our media warriors go deep into the issue and inform us. They go and inform us as to what is going on. I'm here battling with my oh my goodness, battling with my cord. Nevertheless, I will prevail. I will get it right. It's just it's not working the way I thought I was sitting on it. It wouldn't extend. I come to find out I've been sitting on it. So I have to get on. There you go. There you go. So that's what it is. Before the media warriors, things are happening. A lot of things are happening. Things that you wouldn't think. Things that the things that our leader said. A lot of things that our leader said, they are happening. They are unraveling. People are talking. Before I continue, well, let me say there are two things I would like you to listen to. Tinubu's daughter raised hell. She raised hell. Why are you holding our leader then? Why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still being held? If all these things are happening, that means Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was 100% correct. It is shame that is making them hold him. Without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you wouldn't have all these things being revealed. Cabals running us. And we are unable to protest, we are unable to say anything. Apart from that, let's see. The other one is those that making money with new money. They are selling new money for you to get. They are selling you new money, and then they cut their commission out of your money, your own money that's in the bank. Crooked, crooks and crooked Nigerians. They are in all parastatals, all levels. They never have enough. They will never have enough, and they never have enough. Stealing, and stealing. Let's listen to what is going on. Please, we are not into politics, but their actions, whatever they say, have bearings as what is happening. Nadia to Mohammed revealed something, and we listen to it. So go ahead and join us. Join us and hear the truth. The cabals, who are they?
A former chieftain and director. Since the resignation of Najatu Mohammed, a former chieftain and director of civil society organizations of the ruling All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, on the basis of deciding to support individuals truly interested in addressing the root causes of Nigeria's challenges, the APC has continued to condemn the media comments made by the former APC PCC director. Last week, Governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, dismissed her sessions and condemned the People's Democratic Party's campaign activities and even that of the Labour Party. Same condemnation was made by Festus Keyamo, SAN, the chief spokesperson of the Presidential Campaign Council of the APC. Joining us now from our Abuja studio for a right of reply to the many allegations of the ruling APC is Hajia Najatu Mohammed, former chieftain and director of civil society organizations, APC Presidential Campaign Council. Good morning, Hajia Najatu. Welcome to the morning show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ajia. It's good to see you again. The last time you were on this program was January 26, and there were reactions to some of the things you said on that program on that day. One, Governor Nasir El-Rufai has responded to you. The APC Presidential Campaign Council has responded to you. Festus Keyamo has responded to you. I don't want to go into the details of their response. I'm sure you know what they said about you. But also, we have also received a reaction from the Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, NBC, which sanctioned Arise News and also has issued a penalty of 2 million naira. And in at least 2 paragraphs in that protest by the NBC, your name was specifically mentioned. And the statement is that the anchors refused to caution you when you were calling people names, Senai, illiterate. You know, people cannot recite the Salatu, or cannot lead prayers in the Muslim manner. So, Madam, today, just for you to be aware that there have been these reactions and, for you to be cautious how you throw those adjectives against people. It's good to have you. Very quickly, what's your response to the allegations that you don't, whatever you said on the 26th, you didn't know what you were talking about? And that you are not a medical doctor anyway. How can you assess the health status of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Well, I still stand by what I said because every day, every single day, even look at the clip of Asiwaju when he was in Ocean quite recently, in which he could not even remember how he got there or why he was there. So that is the problem. When people say that these are clips, well, what we are saying even right now is a clip. If what we are saying right now is just nothing, it's just a fabrication, then every other thing is a fabrication. But let me talk about Festus Keyamo. It's really unfortunate that a lawyer at this stage, if he remembers very well, and one of the things that I said about Asiwaju is about corruption and perjury. It was Festus Keyamo in 1999 that sued the Lagos State Assembly for clearing Asiwaju of perjury and certificate forgery. He went as far as the Supreme Court, which even though he lost, but what I'm trying to say here is this: was he lying? Was there a certificate forgery? Was there perjury? Did Asiwaju swear on oath based on lies, or was Festus Keyamo lying against Asiwaju? This is something that he needs to answer. So we are talking of integrity now. We are talking about people changing according to their personal interests. Festus Keyamo then was more concerned about the integrity of Asiwaju. But today it serves his purpose, his personal purpose. So he wants Nigerians to forget all the things he said about Asiwaju then. In fact, as far as going to court, I mean, there's more to that. So, and then when he was, I don't know when they started appreciating Nigerians. Mr. Skiamo was minister, and I think still minister for state for labor. When ASU was on strike for 8 months, what did he tell the people? He said, go and parents should go and beg ASU. They so insult Nigerians. When they talk, they don't think of what they have said earlier. They don't think of Nigerians. All they are thinking is their personal interest. So we cannot be talking about the same thing over and over again. The clips for Asuwaju are there for everyone to see. Every campaign he goes to, he goes. In fact, people are whispering into his ears to tell him what to say. And as for Nasuru, when they went to Chatham House in London, is it not true that they were some of the people that were made to answer questions for Asuwaju? So what else do Nigerians need to know that something is seriously wrong with Asuwaju? There's nothing that we need. Everything is explicit. The truth has been written on the horizon. So it's left to Nigerians.
All right. As you would expect, there have been responses from the camp of the APC. They still maintain the stance that right from the very beginning you were a mole and you were working on behalf of the PDP. Hence the reason why, as soon as you tendered your resignation as being one of the directors on the APC PCC, you then aligned with what they felt was your original candidate, which is the presidential candidate of the PDP. I'd like you to respond to that. And also, I mean, we've been asking questions. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Let me just finish. I have a second question.
I can respond to that. Okay.
All right. So the second question, when you respond to that, just in terms of responses as well, also around this issue, around a deliberate sabotage of the APC's presidential candidates by some ASU Villa cabals. Now, because you've been close to the center of power, you would understand the dynamics of power and at least what happens in those circles. I'd like you to speak to this allegations, even though they said the president is supporting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but he himself has said that they are working against his campaign. What's your take on this?
First and foremost, when they said I was expelled from the campaign council, they never showed a letter from the national chairman of their party expelling me. I made a press release, and in my press release, after writing my letter of resignation, I told Nigerians that I did it because of my conscience. I'm still on that. They should have brought out the letter of expulsion, even if backdated. They did not. They could not. When you lie about something, you get confused. There is no perfect lie. So I still remain on what I said. If they knew I was a mole, if they knew I was incompetent, why were they begging me? Falake cannot lie and say that he did not beg me to take that appointment. He begged me. I didn't want the appointment. And then I didn't take myself to Asuwaju in London. Asuwaju called me. I still have the text they sent me. I still have it, in which they asked me to please talk to Asuwaju. That Asuwaju wants to talk to me, because he called me severally after I refused the appointment from.
Now, you'll be wondering why I'm playing this. I'm playing this because they are beating you. They are beating you to your death. You could not imagine that something of this magnitude is happening in a government where you say you have a president. These are the cabals. These are the ones who are running Nigeria, and they are telling you to come and vote. And behind the voting principles, they are willing and dealing. The same people will continue to remain, and they will put you through hell. But for the fact that the media warriors will be here, I would have spent much time detailing how things are going, why these politicians have remained in office and will continue to remain in office. Many clips are coming out. Many things are being revealed that exonerates our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you tell the truth, you die. Now you see that cabals are the ones responsible. Najat Mohammed said something and they say, oh, why did you allow her to talk? Yeah, you didn't caution her, don't talk. Because she told the truth. Our leader told the truth. Where is he today? Yeah, they're treating him like a criminal. They're treating even people that planned the coup. We're not treated the way they're treating Ali Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Starving him. Not only starving him, over medicating him so that he will die. Because he told the truth. Because he's seeking for the interest of ordinary man, ordinary individuals. Did you know about the currency? The currency they printed. Now they're saying, why did you print it? I have that clip too. And that will be for tomorrow. Federal government and all that being taken to Supreme Court. Oh, you want Supreme Court to talk, but when Supreme Court gives a ruling, you don't obey it. Yeah, you don't obey it because it concerns leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It concerns a Biafran. Everything concerning Biafrans are not taken into account, into consideration. But you still want them to be a part of you. You still want them to be around so that you can be stepping on their toes. You can be stepping on their shoulders. You can be, they are your props. They prop you up. You have the guns, so you shoot at them so that you be where you want to be. And they'll be running helter-skelter, begging for the crumbs. Now you know that they are not qualified. Those that are qualified are not given the opportunity. Those that get the opportunity are the politicians that are not qualified, that happen to get to that office one way or the other through rigging, through promises, just like you're promising people. And Ajatu Mohammed is revealing the whole thing from what she is saying. You know that these people are not going to rest. And you see the power tussle. See the chess game they are playing. They are telling you, come and build one Nigeria. Unless you dissolve that country, you're not getting anywhere. Until the eyes of the common man, until their eyes are open, they will not get anywhere. They will continue. That is the one Nigeria you're talking about. That is why they're talking about one Nigeria. They have not told you those that are extracting the mineral resources where it's going. It's still being distributed among the cabals. And who are their masters? Foreign European countries. And those are the ones descending on you to come and tell you we are going to supervise your election. They are coming to supervise your election. This is what they are coming to supervise. The muddled water, the convoluted stream, river. That's what they are coming to monitor. And after he said that, so they tell you, oh, election was fair and square. And you're done. Every reasonable person should be talking about referendum, not election. And they went as far as the House. The House. I'll say this tomorrow. I was supposed to be on the radio with Ayo, Citizen AY, but he got mixed up with the time. You would have had some eye-opening situations. However, I'm going to play tomorrow. How your House of Reps are killing you. Anything that will bring a change, they will not. They are not going to allow it. They are not going to allow it. This is why this country must be dissolved. Because down to the local level, they're in control. They will not effect a change. They are not going to allow it. Because they know that once you get control of your destiny, They are finished. They don't have enough. They will never have enough. You have the money, but you don't have it. And now they're criticizing why is the money not in circulation? We'll deal with that tomorrow. I'll have enough time to discuss that tomorrow because tomorrow Nengwa will be with us and then we'll discuss it. So these are the things we are passing through. That's why things never move forward. That's why the poor gets poorer. The hopeless becomes more hopeless than ever. No way to breathe. No room to maneuver. You're being destroyed. Look at the stages. You have the foreign hands, the invisible foreign hands, influencing the cabals. And the cabals themselves are influencing your governors. And then they come onto you. Come and vote for me. And you're jumping up and down. And the common man must be able to, you are the one crying. You are the one that is not having any headway. You are the one whose currencies have been seized. You are the ones that whose businesses have been destroyed by the same politicians that are still coming out, and you're coming out dancing, listening to them. Until you learn. Until you learn to protest, until you learn to say no. You're not going anywhere. And that is why we want referendum. And who are those that will seek for the referendum is you and I, the ordinary person. The ordinary people, they are the moving force. But when you allow yourself to be caged, you cannot be able to move. You cannot be able to effect any change. When you subject yourself to be used, when you allow yourself to be used by these politicians, cast your eye open and say, Mr. Man, what have you been doing? Our leader Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has been there. Nobody's talking about him. No, just like nothing is happening. All of them are focused on politics. Now you see how convoluted, you see what is happening. Those that say they are governing you, they are your government, have no credibility, have no respect for you, and does not have your interest. You go to the election and come back, you go back to square one, regardless of any party that's there. They have their system set up. 1999 Constitution is what they are going to swear you in with. You must obey it. Is that a constitution? No. And why are you swearing in it? Why are people not understanding what we're saying about the constitution? It is false. It is a false constitution made by the Fulani military men that seized power. And for the fact that you know where the constitution comes from, that's enough for you to say, no, it's not going to work. It's not for us. It's for the Fulanis. You reject it. And you're going to campaign. You're going to vote based on false constitution. And say, we the people. But the one that Jonathan did that included everybody, they rejected it. The Fulanis rejected it. The media group are here. Let's join them. Welcome to our media warriors.
Yeah, good afternoon once again. My name remains Mazi from Nisiwe, and I heard from Omaka. Omaka is all province of Biafra land. Our leader, Sidima one and the Mazin Nandi, Oku Chukano. The memories of Shagu Pezu Anya, Oyinatin Dizu. We continue to appreciate him and all his listeners doing the wonderful work. Men and women of all over the world, radicals. We appreciate all of you. We say good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on your time zone, and equally good night. Yeah, today we are here once again, Ipob Heavyweight Medias, to look into problem that is affecting us as individual and as a nation, because Biafra is a nation. The panel we have here today that will look into this problem, Biafra evangelist, Mada Abuchukwu, Mazi Elochukwu Ahagim, Wada Omote Biafra, and Mazi Patrick Ikem, and Mazi Ikenga Urago. All of us are here. We have to proceed immediately because we don't have time. We have about 3 topics to treat, but we have to start with one first, which says economic stagnation, a part of the government move to create more insecurity in Biafra land and the wider nation. Go to do one everywhere, can see what is happening now. So we have to move immediately. Biafra evangelist, Mada Abuchukwu, I hope you can hear me. Let us move immediately. We don't have time. Unmute yourself, please. We take it one after the other, please. 5-6 minutes is okay. Unmute yourself.
Okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, Biafrans from Biafra land. I remain Mazi Marabchi Mwachukwu, the fearless IPOB evangelist. I am from Ndiabo. Ndiabo is in Aniri. Aniri is a local government in Ojiriba province, Biafra land. I am here, Adamama. Thank you. Let us move. On the first topic concerning this very money issue, I think it's all about the money issue. That's new money issue in the country.
Yeah, but you know what they are doing now? But the army everywhere.
Okay, I know. Thank you.
Go on.
That's very thing. Just like people are talking about election, I thank God for the stand of IPOB concerning the election. These things are plans of Fulani to set insecurity everywhere. Fulani, Nigerian government I don't think they want the election to hold. Because what their plan now, okay, you can see now, there is a video I just posted. The Zenith Bank stars, they are jumping fence. They use ladder to be climbing to the other side. Customers are at the gate. Maybe they are disturbing the bank. And they are running. You know, the security, they are calling the security, no way, they are jumping fence. Now from there, I think the information now is that Zenith have shut down currently now. That is what the government want to set up. Because a hungry man is very hard to control himself. They want to starve the people so that people will start committing crime. People will start disobeying others. People will start collecting money, bribery for anything. They'll start controlling the minds of people. You know, when they keep you hunger, then they can control you. Now they are bringing insecurity. Nothing is going on. Nothing is happening. Nothing is moving. So that is a very serious problem. And the people must understand that whenever their friends are talking about the blockade, we witnessed 1967 to 70. They have to understand that this one is just a side display. Look at 2 days, they are crying. But when we cry about land and sea blockade, they will be laughing at us. Just your money. They have not bombarded your village. They have not bombarded your community, and they will do it. Fulani will do it. But just your money, you are crying. Just to pity our people. They starve us to death. You don't even want to hear us. So you are still patronizing the same Nigeria that starve us to death. Today you are witnessing it. Man, this is to create insecurity. This is to put people in a position they don't like, so that to see if government can control them. This is to frustrate them and allow terrorists to come in. Because I think the government is tired and they don't want to hand over to civilians. They want terrorists to come. They want the whole land, the whole country to be under violence, so that they can use their weapons they acquired for Boko Haram. They can allow Boko Haram to start using it on people in the name of army, in the name of police. Because more than now, they will be rolling in their army, their police, to be killing people, and essentially they will say it's Igbo. So it's to create insecurity. Small time they say Igbo attack bank. Small time they say Igbo attack business place. Igbo attack bank staff. These are things they will try to bring, because they always try to bring it on us. So they must have to know, they must tell people what is their intention if it is not for insecurity. So Mazi, that is what I have on that very area for now. Thank you from here.
But we don't forget, this is a country that is going for their general election in less than 3 weeks. You know that? I think the election is thereabout.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They hide the same price. We buy fuel now. We buy fuel 450 naira, 500 naira. Then they now seize the money. Now, if the transporters buy the fuel, they can't see passengers. So everywhere is shut down. That is, they are setting up tension. Why they tell people they have election? Do you see why we thank IPOB for not coming into the election? Because they want to frustrate people. Thank you, Mas. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Wada, I'm going to be a friend. Can you unmute yourself, please, my dear?
Yes, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my dear.
Yes.
Go on.
I greet everybody. Mazi, Mother Buchi Biafra, Mother Buchi Biafra Evangelism. I see you there. Thank you so much, Mazi. Greetings, Biafrans worldwide. My name is Barrister Ipob Ogomote Biafra, Birobo Biafra activist from Ughelli North, Orogun Province in Biafra land. And this morning, this afternoon, wherever they listen to us from, we talk on this present insecurity. When do you say the Zoological Republic, Janjaweed government of Nigeria, they try to create for everywhere for Nigeria, especially where their target is Biafra land. We happy say IPOB fit differentiate themselves or fit take their stand or remain neutral for this election wey be say the supposed election wey be selection wey dey be say e dey happen for that place. See the recent development wey dey for Nigeria. I call am hunger attack on Nigerians. I call am hunger attack on Nigerians because as it is now, no be physical attack by gun and bullet, no be physical attack of maybe to dey arrest them. Now another way, and this is the greatest weapon to crumble citizens. This is the greatest weapon to humble citizens, which is hunger. Gun and bullet not dey active the way hunger dey. And every one of us, when they witness this thing, we know say this hunger weapon when Nigerian government they use so not be the first time when they use am. Even if we know say before they use am for a particular region, which is on the Biafran people in the year 1967-1970, but this time around they are not using it for the for all the countries over 200 million something. When it happened before, they say stubbornness. They say we won't divide the country. Now make the country do like that. But this time around, the people when even they suffer this hunger attack, food blockage, money, naira starving, not just only the Biafran people. Rather, it's now the whole of the Zoological Republic, especially the South.
Because the last time I checked, when we see the activities, the way this Naira scarcity they go, we see and say the North, no, they face this, they never experience this thing. We never see one video when don't leak up for the North. Say that when they can't go bank, they don't see money. We see where some of their stakeholders carrying new Naira, can't go for different markets, can't go, they tell their people, say, make they come outside. They will collect the old Naira, they will give them the new Naira. We see it for video, we see pictures. We also see where bandits, where Boko Haram, where terrorists, with terrorist group of arms. They say they display them for video, say, una they cry for money, they speak outside, they talk, and they cry for money, but we get more than enough new Naira notes for our hand. So these things will be saying they happen. So for me and every other Biafrans, when we say, they not be new title, it not surprise us, but are they expect the people, the supposed citizens of Nigeria, especially the youth, make the forte rise up to do the needful, because some countries all over the world, the kind of situation where Nigerians they go through, they know they go 1/4 of it before they pull out big revolution where we say it they shake the country. And not say that they wait to make it start for especially Southeast. I'm not saying that waiting that they wait, so they can use that opportunity. Every other country, they go, every other state, they go live on. They don't come focus on the South, because since when all these things they happen now, we never see any video where we say it don't surface for that. Because if it don't surface, all this one way they see, so it not go make headline, but make Imo State say bank, they go do one thing for bank for Imo State, for Abia State, from Enugu or from Anambra. You go see say headline, they go start to talk about this thing. So they surprise us, but it's left for them to do the needful. As for all the Biafra people, our mind don't they made up. Now we don't give to the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. So thank you so much, Mazi.
Yeah, thank you, my sister. You rightly put it, because when you go to the north, they know they suffer. If they know they suffer anything, now when they suffer, one bandit they say they have up to 100 million new Naira notes. Well, you make on they say I'm not tomorrow. They say we be one country. Who are they be one country? We not be any one country. We not be any one country. Make we they move on. Mazi Patrick, you can please your input, my brother. You can Patrick.
Thank you, Mazi.
No.
I want to say thank you to every Biafran all over the world. Good afternoon, morning, and the night, wherever you might be. This is Mazi Patrick Ikemi. Mazi Patrick Ikemi is from Ubuluku in Anyocha in Anyoma, Biafra land. And it's my pleasure to be part of this program today. What am I going to add? Our brother, our evangelists have made his point. Our sister, if you have, said it all. What am I going to add? What are we going to say now that Mazin Namdekan have not said before? That a time will come when you look for your money in the banks and you will be able to access them. The prophecy played before our very eyes. Despite the fact that they consider him a drunkard and a madman. But the prophecy is coming before our eyes. When the GOs of all the churches were doing their 2023 Passover night, I'm giving prophecy for 2023. None of them saw that currency was going to be in a shortfall. None of them saw this crisis coming today. But our leaders saw it as far back as 2020. So what else? There is not now, when you look at the situation of the zoo called Nigeria, you will see that the citizens that are suffering are because of their immense stupidity. When a people is stupid, this is what they face. When the people refuse to listen, when the people decide that they are going to die in ignorance, that they are not ready to acquire knowledge, this is what they face. We have been shouting that Nigeria is over since 2014. From 1914 to 2014 is 100 years. when they give us, make we experiment. We experiment finish 2014. The experimentation expired. Everybody's supposed to return back to their fatherland. And now decide if we want to be one Nigeria again. Then if we all decide to be one Nigeria, we decide the condition of living together. But this same idiot decides, say, no, they must die put inside this one Nigeria. So for me, you know, it's a choice that the people have made. It's a choice that this idiot that call themselves Nigerians have made. Can't you see that it is not working? Can't you see that it is not working? Where anywhere people have been, okay, look at recently. Queen Elizabeth died. And before every time when a king or queen died in England, they change the face of the currency and print a new one. Now, what you have now is the face of Prince Charles in the new pounds. Is there anything like scarcity of pounds in the UK? Mazi? No, I'm asking because I don't know how.
Nothing like that. Where Europe, if there is, will know. Nothing like that.
So why is the zoological republic thing always different? Because these are a bunch of animals. Now today you see all of them fighting each other in ATM. They are fighting, boxing, using weapons to choke, use knife to choke one another. Rather than taking their anger to Aso Rock that is frustrating them. You see how animals behave. This is exactly how animals behave. Because animals cannot be
party. But let's forget, did you remember the man that died in Abo, in a bank in Abo? That
is what I'm telling you now. That animals do not know the origin of their problem. Instead of them to organize themselves and move straight to Aso Rock and bring out that Jubilee, the idiot that is hiding himself. They are busy at an ATM fighting each other. They are busy at the filling station fighting each other, throwing each other jerrycan. Mazi, I don't know how to. It's a scenario that when some of us don't see, you know, as people go they play ball, you go there for corner, they look there. Because what are we going to tell the so-called Nigerians for them to really wake up? This is what we have to say. Now, we talked about the economic strangulation. Because some of the topic is the economic strangulation in Biafra land.
Yes.
Now, God is also visiting the so-called Nigerians to have a taste of what Biafrans went through after the Civil War. This one, don't be said they seize their money. They just tell them, say, make they get patience, say they will make the money available. But in our own case, our money was seized and 20 parts were given to people. But we took it in good faith and we built up from there and became who we are today. But this thing is not being applied. Not really similar, because this one said they say their money see their bank, only say they don't fear assessor. You understand what I'm saying? You never even reach 1 week, you never reach 2 weeks, so they don't kill each other. This is where we must start appreciating Biafrans for their ingenuity. That despite all the pain that was meted in us after the Civil War, we were able to come out even better and stronger. And today we are requesting that we should be given opportunity for a referendum to determine our fate and our future in the zoological republic. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well spoken, well spoken. Mazi Ikenga. Ikenga is having problem with his network, South Africa. Mazi, if your opportunity, you speak up, please. I know you're busy. If you can speak up, you speak. If you have time to speak, Mazi Ikenga. Mazi, we are mute again. I don't think Elliot is opportunity to speak. Mazel, do you want to come in here? Mazel, if you are speaking, okay, go on. Mazel, go on.
Thank you. Sorry for the listen. I didn't even know that I was mute. So we are talking about economic transition, and we know already that the on ground people are misconstruing what exactly that is happening. You know, we were saying the news that broke out was that this particular um, uh, money issues. They said that it is for election, so that election should not be rigged. You see, many people were saying all these things, and you know, whenever all these things are being said, people will think that the government have their interests at heart. But this is just them playing the game. Now, this has nothing to do with stopping them from making election, because this money in question is already in the hand of bandits. And if bandits can get this money, then you know already that this money is in the hands of politicians. Now, in many places, people cannot see this money in banks. Now, they say that the money is 20, you have the right to withdraw 20 a day. But it's not 20, it's 5,000 a day. And you have to withdraw this 5,000 3 times before you can get 5,000. So you see how terrible people are seeing it. And many people in the village, you know, many people in the rural areas, they don't have access to banks. It means that most of them are either hungry or they are goods, because they live on agricultural produce. But yet they can't sell, they have no money and all those things. And this, they are trying to make the people vulnerable. So those that are saying that these things are for them not to rig the election, they are going to rig the election, and they are not going to pay much again for election, because people are now vulnerable. They need this new money. People are doing a lot of things. When people can withdraw 10,000 naira and pay 3,000 just to withdraw 10,000 naira, imagine what will happen when they see 1,000 naira in election day. So they have already made the people vulnerable, and the masses are at the receiving end. It's quite unfortunate that the people are ignorant of what is happening, and they continue to make sure that they hold people hostage. If care is not taken, if people don't rise up and say enough is enough, then I believe they have already gotten hold of the people. So I believe if we can know already that this is not about them trying to stop leaking, because Tinubu already can get enough money as he wants. All these politicians can get enough. They have already started distributing even money. Since this new money, they have already started distributing. So if the people cannot get the money, then who has the money now? It is still the politicians. So people should wake up and understand that new monetary policy is not for them, but against the people. So thank you so much. Let me stop it here. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Mazala, you want to say anything? Or do we move to our second topic? Mazala, okay, we have to move to our second topic now. Mazala, you want to say anything? Okay, my Biafra evangelist, we take our second topic, okay? Nigeria's government disregard to rule of law and the continuous incarceration of Mazin Kanu. We want to speak on that right now. That's our second topic. Biafra evangelist, because Mazin is having problem with his network. Whenever he comes, he can speak. Let's move.
Okay, thank you. Let me go in. You know, when we are lamenting about the continuous illegal detention of Mazin Kanu and the situation surrounding his health, some people may not even, they'll be doing as if they don't understand what we are saying. But we know why we keep repeating it. They refuse our fathers from voicing out. They shut them up here. They started killing us after Aburi Accord agreements. We didn't plan for war. We went there and discussed one Nigeria. But let us take control of ourselves. Let us be in charge of our land, secure our lives so that they will not be killing us while we remain in Nigeria. Instead of them, when the British saw that it didn't suit them, instead of them to call Ojukwu, all they told Gowon was to go and kill us. The same thing, Aburi Accord Agreement, is what, everybody is quiet. They blame the Ojukwu, they make us victims of their blackmail upon all the torture, everything they did on us or against us. People still do as left. Upon this moment, they are seeing with their two eyes, they still do as left. But they should warn their Nigeria that very thing they did, that disobedient to that very agreement, Aburi Accord Agreement, have repeated again multiply. Let me just say that the UN order is just, let us just qualify it with the Aburi Accord Agreement. Now they disobey. What about their court rulings? They disobey. Then Nigerians are quiet. Then if eventually we run out of patience because we are human beings, we are not God, then somebody will still be looking for an avenue to blame us. That is why when you see us voicing out, free Nnamdi Kanu, you think that we are cowards. We are still the same Ipob that Nigerian government will be shooting and will be coming while you see us carrying our dead body, the one they shot down, we'll be running, we'll be carrying them. They should not forget we are that Ipob. We have protested all over the world. We fear nobody. And one thing we are telling the world now is that for the world to know and the Biafrans to know that when our anger will start, they should not blame us. And we know our enemies. We don't look for devil. Let us just come to our alarm of Ipob concerning the poisoning of Nnamdi Kanu by DSS. Did the DSS issue any statement? Did they issue defensive statement? No. Did they accept? No. No comment, nothing. As if people did not talk. As if we are not human beings. They just kept quiet. And it is propaganda. The lawyers also brought reports again. They kept quiet again. Is it propaganda? Now, I asked the Southern politicians, when are you waiting to take your position? Is it not time for you to go and sleep in DSS? Because we are not calling them for them to help us. No, it is for them to save their lives and save their generation and their children's life, because we are dead already. Nnamdi Kanu have no replacement. Nnamdi Kanu have no exchange. Nnamdi Kanu have nothing to entice us with on his behalf to say, hey, this one now is better. You take it. Even now that Nnamdi Kanu have restored Biafra, they are trying to use envy and kill him. It is very late to kill Nnamdi Kanu, and it is very late for us to go into Biafra without Nnamdi Kanu. Had they killed him in 2015, we can manage it. But not at this very point. I know why I'm bringing this very information to politicians, because nobody should think that you can give us Biafra. If you give killing Nnamdi, it's a lie. You will do that when you have not restored Biafra. Not now that we have restored Biafra, that all of you are envy. So we are telling the Southeast politicians to take their stand, because we have seen what Soludo is doing. He has said, he has visited. Mbaka have come out, he has voiced out. Then why are they sitting down? But if we come from stopping of national anthem of the zoo that benefits of nothing, unless they will call for a meeting, therefore he will need community. If we burn national flag of Nigeria that we benefit nothing, Nigerian army will come with national flag and kill us in our community. That is to say, they use the flag to promote our killings. So if we ban it, when we know that there is no federal government presence in our land, rather they come here to take our things. So we have nothing to do with patronizing Nigerian flag, which we know that the presentation of the presence of that flag in our land always draw the attention of the army and police to come and kill us. So we ban it. Now these people call for a meeting. They said they don't ban national flag. You want to break war. I asked them, people that disobey court order and people that ban a flag, not that we are going after flag in banks or nothing. We just ban it. Who is the worst? People that disobey court order. So if the Southeast governors can hear the voice of IPOB, they did not listen. They did not even listen to the voice of lawyers. They did not even listen to the direct cry of Nnamdi Kanu. Is it not the time for the governors to visit Nnamdi Kanu and know if he is alive or dead? Is it not time? Will the first DSS kill them? We are not lamenting. This is not lamentation. We are calling the attention of people so that when you try to make us victim of blackmail, we think it's a lie. Because this very opportunity of voicing out is what people should take note. Because when we rise up, people should not, nobody can stop us. Traditional rulers, they have prince, they have princesses. Nnamdi Kanu is a prince. They are traditional rulers. The same thing, Nigerian government killed the traditional Israel Kanu and the wife, the queen. Then at this very point, the prince complained about his health from Igbo land. You have not even heard from Achebe. You have not heard from any traditional ruler to call for traditional rulers. Let them go to Abuja and know how Nnamdi Kanu is feeling. And they think we are children. We are just for them to save them, their lives and their generation. Because we have given out. We cannot go to the mother of Ikonso and begin to plead with her, or those killed in Emene, or those killed in National High School Aba, or those killed in Mpo, or those killed in Iwacha, or those killed in multiple killings in Iwacha. IPOB in solidarity with Donald Trump in Iwacha 2017, and the Obi massacre with other killings in Ebonyi State. These people, we have endured many things, but do you see Nnamdi Kanu? You have no replacement. Nobody. Nothing. Nothing can replace him. That is my own. So those involved should free Nnamdi Kanu. If the traditional rulers cannot rise up and say, give us, this man is a prince. We want to see him and know this is a prince. They cannot do it. Nothing I have, so many of them professor, traditional ruler, professor, nothing. Then governors are there. They cannot go there and say, we want to see him and we want to go home with him. Our people don't want us to come back. We will sleep in DSS. If we don't go home with Nnamdi Kanu, that is a protest. So that is what I have for now, because we are not begging anybody. We have a weapon in our hand. The weapon is, Nigeria gave us that weapon. That weapon is obey your own court order. We are not asking for free Nnamdi Kanu in empty hand. No, we have something we are holding. Court orders. So it is before initially we said free him unconditionally. Now we have a stand, and that is what every human being, sensible human being, can be holding on. Free Nnamdi Kanu based on court order. So if they cannot do it, then let us see the end. Because IPOB will show them the end. We are not even waiting for them to show us the end. We will tell them the end of this matter. Thank you. From here, thank you.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you. Thank you very much. Biafra, today is Tuesday. You are listening to Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra USL 1, anchored by Mazi Alozie. We are live here. And don't forget that today is Tuesday. Our Tuesday tweet continues. If you have not tweeted, please go and start tweeting now or retweeting. And Mazi Manachko, what he said, if we can go back to Mazi Chinasa Wodo's last statement, last broadcast about a few days ago, he said one thing there. That wherever you see these people coming to hang a flag, Biafra flag in the market, in the public places, including both churches, both fees, both schools, once they go out, just remove it, because this is their system of coming to kill our people. So Biafrans in Biafra land, continue to take cognizance of that statement. Continue to remain focused. Let your mind be on that statement. Wherever you see anybody hanging Biafra flag, was removed, just go and remove it. That note, I bring in Mazi Lutko Hagim. Mazi Lutko Hagim, unmute yourself, please, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother, for having me once again. We are talking. I hope I'm on air.
Go on, go on, brother. Go ahead.
Okay. So Nigerian government, they never believed that this will reach to this level. They have already planned everything. They have already calculated everything and believe that it will never reach to the stage. It will never reach to the stage where the court, we'll be talking about courts, have reached Mazin Namdekan. Because before they kidnap Mazin Namdekan, they have put everything in line and they believe that it is going to work for them. They have put agents on ground that will infiltrate IPOB so that these people will tell our people what they want to hear and use them to rubbish everything that we are doing. Use them to stop, to destroy IPOB leadership so that it will never reach a stage where people will say, where the court will say free Mazin Namdekan. But our people were able to decode the works, the practices of these people, how they behave, just like what you say about them putting Biafran flag. When people look at it now, they will say, is it not Biafran flag? Why are you talking about removing it? But we know the game they are playing. We know that it is not about the flag. We know that they are using it to bring the eye of the government so that they will continue to kill our people. We have already gone across this stage. We already know our plan. We know already all these things. I get it. So now Nigerian IPOB leadership was able to push to this level so that IPOB got a nice judgment in the court. Just like Abuchi said, we are no more saying that they should release Mazin Namdekan unconditional. We are saying, Nigerian government, obey your laws. Obey your own laws. This is not anybody's law. This is your constitution that says that you must obey the court order. Why not obey the court order? So this is what we are saying. So imagine even the person masquerading as Buhari said when Igbo leaders went to him and said, release Mazin Namdekan to us. Release him to us. He said, I don't have power to release it. The court, we have the financing. Have the court not had the financing? Have the court not released Mazin Namdekan? Why are they running away from the Supreme Court? So this is the thing. So we are saying that Nigerian government is now the ones breaking the law. Nigerian government is the one trying to put places on fire. Nigerian government is the one using the agents agents to disrupt places so that they can turn around to say people are doing. So imagine that okay, you saw the news that happened the other day about people in the West destroying banks. Imagine that it happened in Southeast. They would have said that IPOB, suspected IPOB members have destroyed banks, this and that and that. These are the things we are talking about. We are asking Nigerian government to obey their laws. That continuous incarceration of Mazin Namdekan is against every law known to man, known to God, known to everything that we held sacred. So these are things they want to. Continuous incarceration of Mazin Namdekan will spare too. You see, when IPOB is saying that everybody should remain calm, yes, everybody should remain calm. But there will be a time, it is known, every analyst knows this. There will be a time things will go out of control. So it is better for Nigerian government to do the right thing because they are the ones pushing the people. Obey your court order. That is what we are saying. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Mazelo. Our sister want Omote Biafra has appointment. She had to go now, and the Ken Gurag is having a very big problem. Now we go to Patrick. I think 3 of us will remain here to discuss the last topic. Iken Patrick, please unmute us. Mazi Patrick, can you unmute, please? Iken Patrick, you're not hearing us? Maziman, okay. Oh, you can go on. I'm hearing you. Iken Patrick, go on. Well, you're not coming out. Mazi Patrick. Check your gadget, please. You're mute now. You're mute now. Mute yourself again. Let's see. If you want to come, you can come in, please. While we're waiting for Patrick.
Okay, you'll just go ahead. I'm just listening. Somebody else can speak in place of Patrick.
Yeah, Mazi, Biafran, fearless evangelist. Did you see how we have something to put there, Mazi, before we move to the last topic, so that our people can call today and have time to make their input. Our callers today.
Okay. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi Evangelist, I'm not the alcohol, but let me just say one or two things before you come in.
We have time. We have time.
So there is what we call revised psychology. I believe what exactly these people are saying they are doing is reverse psychology. I get him. So because like I said before, now previously, when Nnamdi Kanu, when they said, when Nnamdi Kanu said, if you don't see me, are you getting me? Do this or do that. These people will take that message, are you getting me, and be pushing it because they know that at this stage, Nnamdi Kanu, we are pushing to court, and Nnamdi Kanu knows that his lawyers are pushing. Are you getting me? Now they use this message indirectly, and when they turn it around, it is now they feel that they want the people to think that the leadership of IPOB are no more trying to release Nnamdi Kanu, but they are the ones trying to release Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government at this time have already placed these people, and they believe that these people will do the job for them. They seriously believe that they will do the job for them because they never believe that it will reach this stage, just like I've said before. So, but our people need to understand that not whoever that say they love them, loves them. Because, whenever Nigerian government wants to attack, because what they do is to attack our people. And when they attack our people, they will turn around, they always use these people to use it as a cover to attack our people. When they want to attack, they put sit at home. So that when they go there, they attack our people. Because they know that when IPOB say sit at home, then people will sit at home. But when they say it, people will not sit at home, and they will use it as a to attack the people. And all these things are the things they wanted to use to hold Nnamdi Kanu hostage. So this is the reason. But now that they did not succeed, they tried all their best, they did not succeed. Now they have no option than to disobey their own law. But the question is, for how long will Nigeria continue to disobey their law? For how long? Because if they claim to be a democratic nation, they're supposed to release Nnamdi Kanu. And right now, with the continuous incarceration of Nnamdi Kanu is pointing to one thing, that Nigeria is not supposed to be. That Nigeria disobeyed court order. That Nigeria kills their own citizens. That Nigeria does everything that is not supposed to be. So this also justifies the case of IPOB, saying that they need referendum so that they can manage their lives, because they cannot be in a nation where people disobey ordinary court order. So this is everything that is happening justify all these things. So in all, before I allow Madam to come in, I also say it again that Nigeria should respect and obey their court order.
Thank you. Thank you. Madam, over to you, please.
Okay, thank you. What I want to add there now is to our people to know that nobody should tell you that Nnamdi Kanu will not have the knowledge of how he wants to be free, or that he will not contribute on the issues surrounding his freedom. It is a lie. Only a criminal that will be detained by security agencies, and his criminal gang can plan anything on how to rescue him, even if he takes his life, they don't care. Because they are criminal. This is a freedom fighter under self-determination, not in armed struggle that he was caught. Right? If he was caught in armed struggle, IPOB will not be going to court. We will plan and go to where they kept him and rescue him. But they said it is court. They thought that we'll go into violence so that they will win us in international community. They will present to international community that initially they said he would defend himself in court. And why did IPOB now go start violence? That means that they don't want to stand in court. And that is to say, now they cannot jump bail. So all these things we knew that it will come up. That's why we make sure that our leader will direct the way he wants to be free, because even as we are here, the enemies are visiting him, they want to know the type of freedom he needs. And he have told them the type of freedom he needs. And for somebody to come up to be killing people and tell you that it is a way to free Africa, it is wrong. He will tell you how he wants to be freed. And they have told the IPOB leadership how he wants to be freed. You cannot criminalize him. You can also not criminalize his quest. You will not criminalize what we have achieved. So that is what we are telling people. For somebody to come now and we talk about freedom and people will try to entice you with no election. If there is no election, then they will free Nnamdi. That is if you believe you are a fool. Do you know why? They said that if they sit at home on Monday, within 4 months, Nnamdi will be freed. IPOB suspended Monday sit at home, as Nnamdi directed. All of you was ganged up against IPOB leadership. You call it compromise. You call it cowardice. You call it betrayal. You call it sabotage. And we say, we are not involved. Every month they will come and give our press release. We are not involved. And they kept doing it. You have killed our people. You have burned down houses. You have kidnapped. You have burned motorcycle. You have stolen motorcycles and sold it. You have diverted people's goods. You have burned down, you have pushed down people's rice pots, mama put rice pot. You have killed. You have collected ransom. You have invaded burial ceremony grant to collect money. You have done all these things in the name of Monday Stratome, and that will free Nnamdi Kanu. Now, this is a year plus, getting to 2 years. People have killed our people for Monday. Complete even the 69 pages. I got that the 69 pages that this Nigeria wrote against us was 69 Mondays. 69 Mondays of killings of our people. Let me just put it. Now, that's when they documented 69 Mondays, killings, which to say Nigeria have been documenting all these actions and they position it against IPOB to jail Nnamdi Kanu. Now, our people should give us a very simple thing we can hold on. Those that supported Monday Stratome, can they give us one single achievement after these killings? Because as they freed Nnamdi Kanu with Monday Stratome, we can know how we can endure the killings. But can they give us one thing? Because what everybody is holding on is court order, court order, court order. Even those that say they have gone, they declare armed struggle. They are telling us, what is DOS doing since the court have discharged him? What is your business with court order? Somebody that have gone, you declare armed struggle, you have no business with court order. When we were going to court, they told us that you cannot get victory in your oppressors' court. After all, they said we should burn down Nigeria. Should have stop going to court. Stop going to court. We have court rulings, victories, and that is the only thing any human being can hold at hand and say, this is my defense, this is my ground, this is my stand, this is what I am holding and the man for freedom and the can those who supported the killings of our people, those in abroad, murderers, those at home that supported killings and the blackmailing of IPOB, ESM, raising of funds, sharing of money, all these things, attacking and sending out the information of IPOB family members in Biafra land to be kidnapped after all these things. home. They told you to free Nnamdi Kanu. It has not freed him. They now told you that you will sit at home 20, 100, until how many days? Or that the 1 year plus. Did you free Nnamdi Kanu? We told you it can never free because no backup press release, no official backup press release. A single press release IPOB hold and the back it a single sit at home IPOB gave order and back it up. It supersedes 100 sit at home without backing up press release. You are just doing it on yourself because there is no official sit at home. Had it been officially, it would have been that when IPOB debunked the allegation that IPOB did something on Monday, the people that are in charge of the Monday sit at home, they would have welcomed the development that IPOB killed and we rejected it. They would have said, yes, it's we that killed on Monday. We are killing because Nnamdi Kanu will be free. They did not claim it. They didn't take responsibility of their crime. But when IPOB reject it, they will say, why are they putting mouth? Why are they telling police to arrest people that are enforcing it? But when you enforce it, you don't take responsibility. And you never do exposition of Nigerian army or newspaper. Why are they trying to give the glory of your crimes to IPOB? Why IPOB reject these glories? Why is it not your duty to take that glory and honor those you killed? Honor those you put in pen. Then I ask them, how many Fulanis are the victims of Monday sit at home? No Fulani is a victim. Only Biafrans are victims. Okay, if we are the victims, why is it that he didn't free Nnamdi Kanu so that we can endure the pain? So that is what we are bringing to our people. Nobody should deceive you that Nnamdi Kanu should not contribute to his freedom. The person is a thief. The person wants to set your house on fire. Let me tell you, before somebody will tell you to start burning down your community for free Nnamdi Kanu, ask the person how many farmland has the person can provide for you. Our people was starved to death. Look at the money, 2 days you are crying. Somebody is chanting, wah, shut down. Common money, you are crying. Common money, the IPOB have established agricultural department. This is to tell you that they are in charge of you. They want to take care of you. Because we cannot witness the blockade then and we will see this kind of thing happening. We cannot go into agriculture. How can somebody be shouting war? Fighter, ATC, land sea, this, no Amoka. He never provided 1 cup of rice. In Amale, the same new Nibo. Ni Inchorimuta from mistake. Inchorimuta from 1967. Somebody do a blog. In Amale, it's no matter. You are a fool. You are an idiot. Do not call about war. You call Nnamdi Kanu. If we want to show our anger, we have IPOB way of anger, and it will touch everybody. So what we are, it will touch our enemies, not everybody. Our leaders say that if ESN will do this thing for us, and we need to create the scenario of Yemen, the scenario of Syria, the scenario of Somalia, in the northern part of the damnable Republic of Jesu. He did not say in Biafra land. So anybody that is encouraging you to create the scenario of Yemen, scenario of Syria, scenario of Somalia in the land of Biafra, then you are a fool if you are supporting them. So now that is where I will be stopping for now. I just tell our people, do not listen to criminals. Somebody you cannot visit Nnamdi Kanu. You don't know his whereabouts. You don't know where he channels his argument with the enemy because they are arguing in DSS. They visit him with arguments, the kind of freedom he needs. You never meet him. You don't send lawyer. You don't care. You attack lawyer. You are not telling people. You not print a poster and put the picture of Nnamdi Kanu. You take an election. Somebody you have not visited. Somebody you don't know what he said. You don't know what he agreed. You don't know what he has been telling the enemy. That is how we want to go. You now print a poster. You put the Juku. You put your own. You put Nnamdi Kanu telling them no election. Where did you consult Nnamdi Kanu that you add his name? All these things are blackmail. That is why we are telling our people because we are telling you because we knew it. Because I can still say it complete 2 days. So but I'll be stopping here, Mazi, for us to go into another thing. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Monarch. Thank you, Evangelist. Mazi Patik, it's like you are joined. Mazi Patik, we can hear us. It's okay. If you're opportune to talk, otherwise we'll go to the last topic. Okay, our brother Patrick is not hearing us. Now we are going to move into our last topic, which is not the number 3 topic. exposing British agenda towards Biafrans with a particular references to Tony Blair and Catherine Lang. Okay. Mazel, you want to say something?
Go ahead.
Okay. If you want to say something, go on. Otherwise, we move.
Yeah, move ahead because I have the mic all the time, so I'll give people time.
Yeah, okay, sir. Okay. Biafra evangelists will still take over the platform, exposing the British agenda towards Biafrans with a particular references to Tony Blair and Catherine Lang. That devil woman that only does wherever she goes, that follows her. Don't forget that.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. I have said this before in several of my broadcasts, and I'll continue to say it, that the British embassy in Nigeria is illegal because the British are in possession of the amalgamation agreement. Every other countries that have embassies in Nigeria since after 2014, they are free because they are not the people that documented that the amalgamation agreement 1914. So they cannot be held. When they be held is when the British call back their ambassadors back and send peacekeeping committee to Nigeria. That is when, or if other embassies are still supporting one Nigeria, that is when we will know. For them to make agreement of 100 years, and they calculated it to their own satisfaction, and they calculated how many Biafrans they will kill before 100 years. They calculated our resources they will take before 100 years. They were satisfied. They were okay. They accepted it, both in their blood. But when this thing expired, these people insisted. They kept sending ambassadors. They kept sending representatives. To the extent at this very point, they sent a woman, Katrina Line, to come and kill Biafrans, to silence the media, to encourage Fulani to kill us. Katrina Line, her name should be added death. If you after lying, they will put death. Death should be added in her name because this very woman is not supposed to, British supposed not to be have ambassador here. They would have protested if they are not sponsoring the killings of Biafra. They would have protested by calling back the ambassadors. If they ask them, they will say they are calling back their staff. If they ask them, they will say the agreement we wrote have expired. If you cannot hold peace, then go on round table. Let the people discuss and choose where they want to go. But when Jonathan discovered this and called for confirm, the British, well, even if they don't want to come in, they want the Nigerians to call for it. When Jonathan called for ordinary confirm, why is it that the British did not support Jonathan? They insisted the continuation of these killings, which we are the victims of the Nigeria. So this imagine Katrina Line meeting with the traditional rulers. Why there are other ambassadors in Nigeria, we never see them with the we never see them with any governor. All these ambassadors, we don't even see them patrol like Katrina Line. That is to say, they are pampering, they are trying to, what do I say? They are furnishing an expired, trying to furnish because it's unfurnishable, an expired basket. When you know that an expired basket, if you pack it overload, it will just tear. If not even overload, small load, it will tear. So, and that is the level Nigeria is in now. So, the British are the projector of the killings, or the continuous killings of Biafrans, because I don't know if Nigerians are complaining about their death. I don't know if they are killing Nigerians, because we never had their cry. Had they been killing Nigerians, they would have told us, or tell the world. They keep quiet. But the Biafrans are shouting, they are killing us. They say we are talking, but we will continue. Since 1914, every killings in Nigeria, the British ambassador should be held responsible. Anthony Blair, all of them are involved. So these people are involved. You cannot talk about the killings in Nigeria, both Fulani, both Boko Haram. You cannot remember the British that made an agreement, and the agreement expired, and they have been hiding the agreement and pampered the killings of people. That is to say, they sponsor killings. That is why they cannot be bold enough if Nigeria have not expired. British would have been bold enough to defend her citizen Nnamdi Kanu upon the illegal abduction of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. British, in the time of Katrina Line, as a high commissioner in Nigeria, could not be able to defend to their citizen because of an expired Nigeria. Imagine British denying their citizen his citizenship right because of an expired Nigeria. That is why people should know that shooting gun in the front of my village is not the way to fight for Biafra, because there is a very serious war and there are bridges and there are yokes we need to break. First of all, this very propaganda blockade, which we broke it off because they do propaganda against us 1967 to 70. No way, we cannot defend it. But today, before the British, before BBC will lie, after their lie, we will descend on them and we will even protest in their presence and their office. That is, we have destroyed that one. Then diplomatic blockade. We are fighting Katrina line in case you think we don't know our goals that we have scored.
Biafra evangelist, Madam, are you aware that British have they have their naval warship in Lagos? Are you aware of that?
Okay, we are aware. That is what we are. That is
this woman and the Tony Blair.
That is the woman. That's why we are telling our people.
Both targeting of IPOB terrorism, putting us in that index. This is the handwork of Catalan and the Tony Blair Institute. Go on, my brother.
Thank you. That is why we are telling our people that British, this very war we are fighting with the British, but they are only seeing Nigerian jersey. I don't know why our people are just seeing Nigerian jersey on the body of the British. You are playing with the British, they are just putting on Nigerian jersey. Don't you look at their legs? Don't you look at their hands? They are white men. They are the British. Forget the Katrina line, sewing uniform with the northern governors. They are British. So when you want to fight them, you know that Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that knows how to fight the British. And that is why you must channel on the way to fight this very war. Because when you are joining somebody to fight the British and you are shooting at Amajeke, you shoot at Emene, you shoot at Kibwe, you shoot at Omai, that your gun have not affected that jeep. It didn't affect Azong, it didn't affect Mobile, it didn't affect Shell, it didn't affect AP, it didn't affect Tesaco, it didn't affect all these multinational oil companies. And you are shooting. That's why we call on you. We say, shoot, cool down, cool down. We know who we are fighting. Nigeria has expired and Nigeria, Britain is still suffering the killings in Nigeria. And you think that's why we are telling our people, this is the way to fight them. We need to expose the British. We are bringing it to the world that any killings going on in Nigeria, Katrina Life should be held responsible. As it stands now, even the starvation of people, it is Britain. They plan it against us because if you listen to Shekima leaked voice, you will know that even this thing about money, they are targeting Igbo. When they want to suffer a PPO man, they will say Igbo. When they want to suffer Isoko or Isong man, they will say Igbo. So when Shekima was using Igbo, they know that they are targeting us. They target to take our industry. They target everything. Today they have landed on money. After all, Igbos will lose. Igbos will lose. We always the target. And the Katrina is engineering it. So we are telling the world that even the poison of Nnamdi Kanu, Katrina line engineered it. Before the poisoning, Tony Blair have started writing to blackmail IPOB so that they can poison Nnamdi Kanu. So if Britain is not, if Katrina line is not involved in DSS poisoning Nnamdi Kanu, why is it that they never mention DSS over the alarm by IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer over the health condition or situation of Nnamdi Kanu? Have the British not the right to visit Nnamdi Kanu after you have raised the alarm? That is to tell the world that what you are saying is not lie. Katrina line want to kill Nnamdi Kanu. Katrina line send poison to kill Nnamdi Kanu. Katrina line engineer the poison of Nnamdi Kanu. If not, why have she not tweeted that their citizen is dying? And why have she not even raised voice and said or send delegates and say, we want to save our citizen after raising alarm. He wants to see his doctor. Okay, let us send him doctor. Let us see if DSS will reject it. That is to tell you what we are saying, that Katana line is hateful and death should be added in her name. Mazi, let me stop for now. If there is any other chance, I can still come in. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Mazi, let's go over to you, please. Mazi, let's go over to you. And one party, when you're ready to talk, let us know. Mazi, let's go over to you, please.
Okay. Thank you, Maz. Thank you so much. I think we are talking about British agenda towards Biafrans. First of all, we know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen, and we know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition to Nigeria. He was kidnapped in Kenya, rendition to Nigeria. He was illegally detained. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fought his way in the courts, won in the courts. And up till now, Britain has never made any public statement concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Britain have not said anything concerning their citizens being held in DSS detention by Nigeria. They have not questioned Nigerian government, they have not done anything. So, but I'm not surprised, because when you look at history, you will understand what has been happening between Britain and Africans. Britain has never seen Africans as human beings. Rather, they see Africans in respect to what they have, in respect to the resources Africa controls. So when they look at Africans, they don't see human beings. What they see is natural resources. So that's exactly what they are seeing. When you take back to the time of slavery, you will find out how Europeans, especially Britain, dwell on slaves. They were picking our ancestors and selling them as piece of wood, using them in the farms, dehumanizing them and doing a lot of things against them. Now, it did not stop there. When finally they stopped slavery, they also started stealing resources in Africa. They continued this for a lot of years. We saw what they did to Jaja of Otobo. They have to kidnap him, took him to West Indies, where he continued. He stayed there for a very long time, and he fought his way in the court and won Britain. Now he was to come back to his people, and on the way, he was poisoned on the way. He died before reaching his land of the Togo. Now, I don't know how people think that the people that saw their ancestors as nothing, we now see them as something. So the same agenda Britain had during the slave era, during their partitioning of Africa, and also during the time they colonized Africa. That is the same agenda Britain is still running till today. Britain will never allow Nigeria to have peace. It is certain that during the time Jonathan was campaigning and during the time Buhari was campaigning, everybody knows that Jonathan is better. But the same way, Britain knows that if Nigeria gets back to line, they will lose. If regional government goes back to line, they will lose. So they will continue to do things that will make this place not to be good. They know that what Biafra, the restoration of Biafra, portends to their economy. That's why they will never allow it. And that is the reason, that is their agenda. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as their citizen is there, but Britain will not do anything. So this agenda is very, very clear. So when Tony Blair used his criminal foundation to write articles against Biafra, this is the same thing. Tony Blair kept a blind eye to what Fulani herdsmen has been doing, to all the killings, the religious bodies Fulani herdsmen has been killing, the murder of Reverend Fathers in Benue, the killing of innocent farmers. He never saw all these things. But it is IPOB, this man will write for him. This is the same agenda they try to portray. Now, Katrina Land has been moving around all over the places in meeting everybody. It is left for her to meet even market women and maybe the widows in Nigeria. But yet, we have their citizens, which is his primary assignment, to take care of every of their citizens anywhere in Nigeria. This is her primary assignment. But yet, this woman has remained blunt-eyed. When you tag her on Facebook or on Twitter to ask her what is happening, she will untag herself because she don't want her people to see what is happening. This is their game. This is their game. So Britain should know that Africa has reached the stage to behave like the same way human beings behave. When you are traveling with Nigerian passport as an individual, they will dehumanize you in the airport. They will do a lot of things to you. They will question you and see you as a criminal. But they die with Nigerian government that are looters and criminals stealing and killing their own people. So that is to tell you that these people do not care about you. These people do not care about us. What they care is what comes out from our land. What they care is oil. What they care is gold. What they care is uranium. But it is right now, Biafrans have risen up to stand up and say that they are also human beings. Human beings are supposed to also have the right, the same right the Europeans have the same right Scottish people have before they got to referendum to decide whether they want to be part of Britain or not. The same right Wales have, most of them are campaigning for them to get their referendum. That is the same thing Biafrans are asking for. Not when they ask for it and you say that they are calling for war. Scottish people calling for war when they did it. They were carrying flags just like Biafrans are carrying flags. And today we as people are trying to twist it. No, we cannot continue like that. So thank you, Mazi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, my brother. We'll be closing in 10 minutes. Patrick, are you there now? Mazi, Patrick, are you there?
Yes, Mazi, I'm back.
Okay, brother, go on. You can speak on both. We have said a lot. You listen to it.
Yeah. You guys are really dealt a whole lot of blow on the issues of Nigeria. You know, their continuous violation of court order is part of the symptoms of an expired country, my brother. You know, nothing works. The judiciary doesn't work. Even the judiciary itself is compromised. But even in that their compromise, they are not still able to find Mazi Nnamdi Kanu guilty. That is to tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is as a white. If the judiciary of Nigeria can give him acquittal, despite all the whole effort to demonize him before the whole world, calling us terrorists, they cannot even secure one conviction against IPOB. Despite how corrupt the Nigerian intimidated they are. Don't forget that when this administration of APC came, they intimidated the judiciary to the point that they were even raiding the house of the judges, you know, using every resource available to make the judges bend to their will. But despite all those, you know, effort, the judiciary, a compromised judiciary, a failed judiciary system, cannot even still convict. Okay, let's now say, say the judgment is not, you know, right. They still saw IPOB as a non-violent, as an organization that is peaceful. Then they still gave order that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released from detention. Now, just consider it that that in a workable society where the judiciary is independent on its own and things are moving fine, by now we would have gotten our referendum to decide our fate in Nigeria. So everything you see, everything bad you see happening in Nigeria today are the symptoms. Because when you are sick, so many things happen in your life. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Symptom of already expired product. Both the cash, the bank, everything, nothing is working. Nothing is working. Despite all the effort, despite all the advice of the British and even America to see how they can sustain Nigeria is like a boat. When it's leaking, they will be bailing out the water. It will be leaking. They will be bailing. So at the end of the day, in the middle of the ocean, there is no way you can only bail out that water for a while. Definitely that boat must sink. So that is the situation Nigeria has found itself. No matter how Britain, America, and all the people exploiting our natural resources, no matter how they try to bail out the water that is running into to sink the zoo will surely sink. It's just a matter of time. So, Mazi, I think that we have dealt with the whole issue in this particular episode of this program. You look at the state of insecurity that have bewildered our people in the eastern region. The people are no longer producing food that they even eat. Nothing is working. People are just, it's a whole lot of situation that we cannot analyze it in one bit. But we'll just have to continue pushing and calling for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on their own court order. Based on their own court order. Not based on our own demand now, but based on the court order, just like our brother Evangelist said. The court have said, set this man free. And you are still keeping him for what? You are keeping him because you are afraid of him? If they are not afraid of him, they would have let him because they are afraid. They know that he is a sign that he has not compromised. He refused to sell out. He refused to be bribed. Because that is what they know how to do best, bribery and corruption. They have not been able to corrupt Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and convince him to give him one political position or give him billions. That is why he's still there. But we are demanding that they should do the needful, set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free, give us a date for referendum so that we will decide if we want to remain in that same zoological republic or not. Mazi, thank you. I want to say thank you, every Biafran, for listening to us this evening. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Yeah, Mazi Patrick, thank you. You equally made their closing remark at the same time. Yeah, Mazi, Madam, please, as you are making your closing remark, I want you to encourage our people, all our bloggers, like you, like Patrick, all of you, all of you in social media, to continue to direct our listeners to meet and tweet on IPOB press releases through our official website. From there, you sign up. Your closing remark too. There we
Okay, thank you. Thank you. We have tried today. Dear friends, at wherever you are, remind you of the voices that our leader Nnamdi Kanu left for us. He gave us Radio Biafra. He said, Radio Biafra is divine gift from God. IPOB is a gift from God. And he directed us again to the leadership of IPOB. He also directed our voice to come out through the IPOB Media and Publicity Secretary, Emma Powerful. And that is where we need to be focusing on to take our informations. But the best thing for us to always push these very press releases given out by IPOB, because that is to tell the world what we said. Anybody can be saying, everybody can be saying, until the world receives our official press release. They document them. they read it, they knew that that is what the people said. You may be somewhere shouting, but immediately they get our press release, that is official. If they get official press release from the lawyer, they know that is what Nnamdi Kanu said. That is where we are channeling our people. Stop listening to gossip. In times like this, there will be gossip. People will be trying to show up. People will be trying to show you their anger against Nnamdi Kanu, but they will come in a pretense that they love him. People will be jumping up to tell you that there was within Nnamdi Kanu. That is when you ask yourself, how many, if all these people was within Nnamdi Kanu, which means everybody in the world then was IPOB. Ask yourself, where are those people challenging IPOB? Where are those people fighting Nnamdi Kanu? Now ask yourself, those people that dropped from IPOB because we are not violence, where are they now? They are joining people that are shouting violence. So people join us in protest thinking we are going for violence. We told them no. They dropped. They thought we were going to robbery. We said no, we are not going for bank robbery. We are here to protest safely. And we are on video and we are live. They ran away, they left us. Some came with a pistol. We said no, okay, go back. This is a peaceful protest for free Nnamdi Kanu. They go back. They never joined us again. Some came, thought that we are going to steal people's brains. We said, okay, no, madam, we will pay. Have they destroyed your brains? Don't pursue you. We will pay. We take record. We will pay. If eventually they push somebody's table during our protest, we take records. The state executive will find way and pay. That is to tell you that we know what we are doing. So when we direct
do you remember the case of only a trailer that forced on we are Anambra between Amucha Road? You remember our leader had the give us the bill and we paid that bill. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So yes, we used to even the tape is on. So we used to tell our people these things because what makes you a wise person is when you learn from the mistakes of others. Our fathers tried. They block everywhere. Our fathers tried. How can we come up this time without studying from the everything our fathers told us after the war? Don't you hear it? Do they not tell you what they passed through? Do they not tell you the key to their failure? Can't you see that IPOB is not rushing? They are implementing that and they are breaking those yokes one by one. You don't rush them because the hands holding us are much. They shed our oils to foreign countries so that they will push us into Nigeria. Can we be fighting all of a sudden without consulting Ojukwu, without informing Ojukwu, without informing us? All we had was no more war. No, who did you consult? Are you trying to tell us that our efforts have become in vain? Our debt have become in vain. They did those things through the help of Sikh because they sent the white men. I'm telling to our people, talking to our people, they sent the white men to come and confirm if our people is ready or are ready to surrender. From all their interview to our people, they said they are not ready to surrender. They are not going to stop. Even as they are hungry, even as they see the dead bodies of their children, when the white man interviewed them, after all, they will tell you, we are not going to surrender. And this was this report that these people took to the white people that conspired together against us because of our blessings, the resources from Chukwu Abiyama in our land. They conspired to kill us. It was a global conspiracy. So when it was reported to them that we are not ready to surrender, they concluded that they must stop us and force us into Nigeria. And they forced us. We are now into Nigeria first. 1970. Ojukwu started with 3,500 soldiers. But after this very genocide, over 30,000 Biafran soldiers shot themselves to death in the bushes and said they can never be Nigeria again. For you to know that before you go into violence of any kind in our land, you must calculate and check how many food you have. You will calculate and know. Nobody should push you and say, will you be looking for what you eat and you will not go to work? That's exactly what our fathers complain, food. And you must not do anything. You must not welcome any violence without thinking about what your father passed through. If you cannot follow the chain, as IPOB has beat them, we have beat the enemy without shooting them gun. We have defeated them. That's why they are failing their own laws. That's why they preach international law, going to Kenya to kidnap Americano. If we didn't defeat them, they would have relaxed. But do you know their conclusion to commit extraordinary revision? And do you think if you shoot gun in a way, if you say you don't want to see America, then Nigeria will go asleep? You are dreaming. Okay, if you know the budget they spend to kidnap Nnamdi, you will know that this very strategy IPOB is using is the best strategy to weaken them. You must weaken them in the presence of international diplomats. You weaken them in the presence of international organizations, so that when the British will be going to them to present lies, the world will tell them, but to Nigeria have not obeyed their own court order. So these are things you must maintain. Do not be deceived. Do not be enticed with the lies. Remember what your father complained. Before you finish the house that your father was building before he died, you must ask questions and know how he failed. You don't just get money and you start building it. That's what IPOB did. We asked questions, we knew the failures, we know how they failed, and we focus. We need to take us time, but we maintained, we endured the temptation, the killings, which have been our key of survival, the endurance, and we have a point to strike. Our leader said, when we reach to the point of strike, we will strike. But we cannot strike prematurely. So what IPOB is doing is, when the people we are winning, in our ball, when they win a ball, does not start trouble. The winner of the ball, if you are winning in a match, you are giving people 3-0. Oga, you are to bet the other team, your opponent, who want to fight. You are not the one that will start fight. If you start, eventually they cancel the match, your 3 goals is off. So that is the key. Thank you. And you must listen to IPOB. Always message IPOB leadership. In our Mozini, upon people have been shouting, hey, Nani, what's IPOB? You know that after all, Nnamdi Kanu message IPOB leadership. Also, somebody should anyway that until you have a message won't also. But I won't forget one. Isi gị na onwe ihe ị ga-akọ Nnamdi Kanu na ndị IPOB sie gị wosi, you are dreaming. Remember, no nwere ndị na-ewetara IPOB leadership message of our leader. Not everybody that brings the message of IPOB, our leader, IPOB message from our leader to the leadership. When the leadership need to visit our leader. When they represent the family of our leader in visit. They represent family because they got to rule that family will visit him. You can't stop family. But family does not represent IPOB. They don't bring message to IPOB. IPOB leadership have channel to receive the message. How about the hand issues? People should not be confused. People should focus and not what we are doing. Anybody that visits does not go for to represent IPOB. Everybody can visit our leader, but we have representatives during the visit. Any lawyer can visit our leader, but we have a representative during the visit. And we must go to that person and take our message. And we must give that person our message to our leader. And our leader knows that that is our channel for message. Don't think that somebody can visit our leader, protest it, then you hold it as a point. It's a lie. Family, so you must make sure that you mind your steps. Instruction IPOB, instruction on Nnamdi Kanu. That is what I have to tell you. Thank you. I remain Charles IPOB evangelist Mazi. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Mazi, please, quick one, please. Before I make my final remark, we go.
Okay, thank you, Maz. I think Maz Madabchi have already said everything. But I want to add that we are in a situation, in a period where people can now say something and or even clone IPOB what they call IPOB letterhead and they make statements and they call themselves anything, which anybody can come out to.
Let me comment. Just a small thing. When somebody gives a headline or a letterhead with IPOB, who signs it? Just go direct to the signing. Thank you. Thank you.
Except in lineage, like the one they did, the other time, Chinas were not supposed to be on air, but it's all what they did, and they circulated it everywhere. But we know how to debunk all these things. Thank God that we are here. We are the media, so we are here. Mazelich will go on.
Yeah, they what they are doing is very laughable. But the problem is that they have the resources. They were given a lot of resources and also using corrupt Nigerian media to back themselves up. That is it. But it is very funny. Imagine now I just wake up tomorrow to say that I am now speaking for myself, or I am now speaking for PDP, or I am now speaking when they know too well that I have not access to these people. So, but the problem is that, we have a lot of people that can be moved by money, but our people, this is the time for you to understand that you're supposed to know your leaders. You're supposed to know where information is coming out. You're supposed to share every message coming from IPOB leadership, from the official website, from people recognize faces in the struggle, so that the information will reach to the lowest person in any part of Biafra land. Because when a people is misinformed, they are likely to destroy themselves through ignorance. So this is the time. Also, today is also Twitter Tuesday. Where Biafrans go directly to their handle and make a tweet. I still remember when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying in his broadcast that every Biafran that is not on Twitter is missing. Every Biafran should go on Twitter. So this is the time for you. If you cannot tweet, please retweet. Continue so that our. So thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah,
thank everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Mazelich. Thank you. Biafrans all over the world, we have listened to our comrades. Today is Tuesday. We encourage all of you to go into tweeting, continue to tweet. Our tweet Tuesday, continue to tweet and follow IPOB official website and continue to tweet every press release. Now, I have to make this announcement. I want you to go viral, please. This name I'm going to mention now, I will give this name and we are going to bring the telephone number as soon as possible. Because we are meant to protect our people. We don't mean to kill our people. This young man from Amannachi is in also is in Olu. By name Ikenga Ihedioha. We want to Biafra to add this young man. Why is he killing his own people from Amannachi? What is that thing that they have done to the father that he cannot forgive? Anywhere they're selling land, those of them selling land, he collects ransom, both parties, land cases, everything. So we are telling this our brother Ikenga Ihedia from Omananku Amannachi. Please, Adeki Kenulo. Ihedia Madike number. That your strength you are using gun, terrorizing your people. Please use it on Fulani, use it on our enemies. And let your people be from Amannachi. You are meant to protect your people, you don't meant to hand them. We have intel about what happened. The guy they kidnapped and brought your play to your so-called camp. And what he had from Amannachi, he was clean. On our you are quite clean. And you still wasted this young man. And you are from Amannachi. Please, use that your strength, use that your power, use that energy now. Go and fight the enemies. Stop terrorizing your people. ike adịkwala ala na onye bụrụ nwanne ya bụrụkwa odogwu ikenga ihe dị ọha. The leadership are watching you. Your name has been mentioned sometime by Chinasa Wood. Be careful, please. Mazi Alozie, we have to leave it here. Let our people come and make their input. We'll meet again next week, same session. Biafrans, let your eye be on the board. Don't be deceived. You've had everything today. I see the man Mazi okay for next one. Mazi Ndewe, Mazi Alozie Ndewe, take you from us Ndewe. How much Ndewe? We'll meet again.
Ndewe, I thank the panel members. Thank you very much for your contribution, and it's very encouraging. Thanks to all of you for topic well discussed.
Thank you.
See you again next week.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you to Biafrans all over the world. Thank you very much.
You're listening to live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. The call number is +1 484 767 0848. +1 484 767 0848. This is a live broadcast from Radio Biafra USA. We have to be very meticulous in what we're doing, and this is part of it. All the things they have been hiding, we've revealed them, and we'll continue to make these revelations. That's the way it is. That's what we do. That's what we do. We do best. So, based on what you heard, your contribution, and prior to that, I talked about all those people that are running the zoo, whatever position they are taking, we call them the cabals. And then Katrina Lang, to me, she's a parasite. And I think best title for her is parasitic Katrina Lang. Let her understand that she's a parasite, kills the host, comes to Nigeria and then kills the inhabitants of Nigeria, pretending to be a British counselor. She's a parasite. And these are what, when we look at them, we shudder. How can you say you have a British citizen that's been extraordinarily rendition by all standards, violates all international standards, all international laws, and you're there watching? You're there watching. You're not even condemning anything. You have not visited him. You've not called for any medical evaluation. You've not called for any investigation. Then you just keep quiet. You're a parasite. You're a killer, Katrina Lang. Your mission in Nigeria is very dangerous. And this is where Nigerians start. Those that call themselves Nigeria. We tell you we are not Nigerians. And unless you exclude yourself, unless you understand that the policies instituted are just for your demise, they have these policies to kill you. That's all. They have it to kill you. And they will continue until you're dead. They will continue until you're dead, until they finish you. They extract your resources. They use them and then subjugate you. They use you to kill you. And you are pretending, walking around the globe that you're a Nigerian. Be a Nigerian. Nobody stops you from being a Nigerian. Nobody stops you. You continue to be a Nigerian until you're dead. Call out your name and where you're calling from.
We said we're not going to get our land back to Biafra. This was the end because we betrayed four people. We were the Biafra. No human rights on this age. They're responsible and disciplined more than we were the Biafra. Right, church. The whole world. If you never see what you call that woman. That's really a complete parasite. A cancer. That is killing everybody in here in Nigeria. We are looking at that to get killing woman. Because it's a white woman. Yeah, you know that they come to back here. Every time they put the door, the second another. On your planet, and I would have put the cat. Then no captain, I have like to shoot. Then I look at I love it. Then I got that. Then I look at Makatina can't tell you what. I want to go to push it out. Makaya didn't get a time yet, but then I got a senior room, Makata, some of the free. Then I got all the ones to come down. If you decide to use some more, look at the time we can let it. And I said, but I got the gun out. I never count one of them to more. Then I look at it. I think it's a car. I got my own people that I'm not what today. I wouldn't go die. Now, yeah, that's I look. Like I said, I want to come here and do it. All I have to come there and do that for Lord. No, then all the church got one look. And then everybody is willing to decide to help them. So why? Oh, I lie. I had a damn second. As I went by my data, I went out. I do I got my count. Then I have done the boys out. And then a ball. We can't have a plan after the canal. I will tell I say, we can't have a pit at Maladu. When I like anything, I feel with the discipline. But any day they want. Stupidly say, I feel like if you want the whole one to die, I do not apologize. That's aware. Never think of it. There's no going back. No, any step back. We are going. The forward we have reached. Also, one thing is the thing. Then again, the rest of that 50. From the one to end. Babylon is short. Babylonians fall and this less return. Then the rest of the about 55, about 25, about 25, very important. Then the brother quick about Jamadu. Our leader together. I'm just but I mean, the one on guy. The more you like to woman when the woman, the woman, the woman, that's the guy too. But I don't have to do the matter and I don't even so the new man. I would have it. What we call Paris Florida. Then I want someone to tell you, Joey. I will still buy the gun about it. What can I look at about taking you to Bala? And I don't know, yeah, the 17th of June. You play the today by 40. That is the kind of service. There will be a time you will not have access to your money again. I don't think it doesn't get at this of
all right, okay. Does it?
Now.
We don't have much time left. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. Caller, your name and where you calling from. There we go.
Ndewo Mazalozie. Ndewo. Onye nwanyị gbagume. May Chukwu Okike Abịama continue to guide and protect you, Mazalozie, for the time you bring out for Biafrans to be free. May Chukwu Okike Abịama guide and protect our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ahamadike 1 in Biafra land. May Chukwu Okike Abịama, whatever he is, may God of Biafra land, may God of Ali Igbo guide and protect him. Protect all the hardcore Biafrans that want our freedom. Mazaloze, or Emeka Neku from Colombia. Amoni Bagwaka, a Bagwaka on Suka, Ode, Suka Menugu, province of Biafra land. On the Bagwan day, Jenny. On the Hapoka.
Mercy, you're going to round off real quick because we don't have time. We're out of time. Just hurry up.
They were Mercy. Yeah. Biafrans, wherever you are, I thank each and every one of you. I thank those that are fighting truth and need to see our freedom. Which will bless each and every one of you. Mazalo's in Nigeria must fall because nobody is a Nigerian. All this Catalan running here and there is not our God. Our God is at work. Nobody went to British and say he will create a country for them. And I know that at the end, we will see the victory. Mazalo's in Dewo.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you very much. This is where we'll be ending the broadcast.